Week 8 of the National Football League.
And all eyes are on the dual threat Lamar Jackson. He's coming off a big week throwing the ball, nearly hitting 400 yards and the Commanders,
and it's coming up next.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back to throw, Howell.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Howell from the gun.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first one.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Adafe Owe, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Patterson's kick is good, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a former most valuable player of the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Howell running right on the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Hitting Samuel on the slant. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Throwing here, Howell.
And that is incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Howell down to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3.
Commanders 10. Condors 3.
He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Emmanuel Forbes on the coverage.
From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports.
Condors 3.
Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. They go play action with Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Jackson on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Jackson will throw again. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And it's caught. Touchdown.
George Pickens.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Condors are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense back out there. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First and 10, it's Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 2. Option left. Howell's going to run with it. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Third and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm not that much a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Meanwhile, Jackson throwing into the hands of Pickens.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. Touchdown! Justice Hill. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Condors have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following a touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense set to take over again.
They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 1st down, Howell. He completes this to Cole Turner.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Another throw for Howell.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
And he is going to have a Washington 1st down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Second down, Howell now.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Howell looking to throw again.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
One more go for this offense in the first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Deshaun Watson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, let's get over to Arizona to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Rondale Moore, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
On third down, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Patterson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up the third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Call that a gain of 11.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
To throw is Jackson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just
confused.
off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. Well, plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to the ground. It's Hill.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Jackson. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A 64-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him. He doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
Well, another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly. But here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Howell out of the shotgun.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got brought this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now he'll look to throw it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Second down, Howell back to pass. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Third and long, here's Howell.
And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit. And then now you can see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Now a 10th carry for Hill.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
At the Commanders' 8-yard line.
Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Jackson. And will be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. On 1st down, Howell. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off-play action. It's Howell. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
It's a pickup of 3.
Second and 7 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Mobley. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second down. Howell now. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as the tackle made at the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Option left. Howell's going to run with it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Howell. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Under pressure, and down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2nd down and 6 now.
Now 2nd and 6.
On the counter, it's Hill. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They're looking deep here for Flowers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders.
Down 20-16, a minute 46 to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Howell to throw. Throw caught by Flowers.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Howell.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4.
Back to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down. Howell, desperation time. He's got McLaurin.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands.